Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? How y'all doing? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a halfway decent weekend anyway. This is going to be Taurus Weekly Update. We're going to roll through tomorrow, Monday, July 19th through Tuesday, the 27th. So that's a little over a week. Some of you may have noticed that it feels like we might actually be in a fucking Mercury retrograde. Shit just going left or center. I have not been able to read this morning because I was on my phone trying to talk to all my peoples. I know there's a full moon coming up, I think Thursday. That would be the 22nd. 22nd. It's a full moon. Actually, it's going to be Saturday, the 24th. So you're looking for a culmination of things, particularly things started at the beginning of the summer. So since June last month, to come to some kind of conclusion. Relationships are in here, but not to any great extent. So it may be for some of you, as far as the full moon is concerned, with relationships, not necessarily endings, as it were, but things that you've been working on. This includes pregnancy. Some of you might be getting ready to pop here shortly. Cards for Taurus, please. Give me cards for Taurus. These cards keep coming up, so some of y'all are dealing with some kind of truth or needing to face some kind of truth. Trapped in Fear is your challenge card. That's the Four Swords type energy. That all up in your head type shit. You got harmony going on. Let's see. Other things that may be culminating this full moon. Excuse me. Maybe something you're doing with friends. I don't know, that energy is kind of just floating out there in the ethers. If I'm looking at these big cards, this don't look like a bad week, but dude, just hold that thought. Let's see what we get. It's a health card. It's mental health. So some of y'all may need to take a mental break. Oh, hell. Well, let's just get them all down here. Surrender. Karmic completion. Triumphant success. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Firm foundation. A lot of red on the board, a lot of orange on the board. Spots of yellow on the board. I shuffled the cards before I got on cam. So what's on top here is the Two of Pentacles, and what's on the bottom is the Two of Swords. So let's just see what comes out. Oh, come on, talk to me, cards. I got stuff to say. Y'all falling all over the place earlier. What the heck? Your first three cards, the Ten of Cups on top of the Heartache and Loss, the Nine of Cups on top of the Truth, and the Knight of Swords on that Trapped in Fear. Some of y'all, this is your overall energy. Y'all are so... I'm going to put myself in this bundle too. You know, when you've been hurt before, it makes it hard to see this, feel this, hear this, know this. Especially if you were coming off of some recent, and by recent I mean the last year or so, romantic fucked up ass events. And so the feeling here with that 10 of Cups on top of that heartache and loss is that you are either standing at or looking at something that's going to be good for you, but because feeling all this heartache and loss, you're scared. That's where that trapped in fear is coming from up there, with the Knight of Swords underneath, on top of it. You've just been through so much and had to deal with so much. This ain't been no easy period for Taurus. I don't give a fuck what side of the coin you looking at, romance, professional, whatever. This has not been an easy period for us. Taurus is like the grind. Tell us it's 8 to 4 or 9 to 5, and we there. We got you all day long, all damn day long. Yeah, this is successful energy on the board. There's nothing fucked up here. The caution to be had is a not surrendering, or surrendering too much. I'm going to say this. This is what I'm going to say about all this energy on the board. The thing that don't look like it ain't is the very thing that is. The one that you think you might be able to do something with is the one that ain't. So I'm going to guess the one you really are trying to walk away from is really the thing you probably shouldn't be walking away from. And that is going to go counterintuitive to what you know, what you feel, how you thinking, how you brought up some more shit. He was mean to me, and I don't want to go back. Things have changed. And you know I'll be the first one to tell you. Leopards don't change their spots and some more shit. But this energy is all about recognizing the pain, the hurt. Once again. Because you feel that. We can't just ignore the card like it didn't fall out. It fell out. I didn't even pull it out. It fell out. That said, you want this. You see the light and the dark of it all? You got to reconcile these two. And I think probably for most of us, the first thing that we need to understand is that heartache and loss goes with happiness. I don't know, don't get me fucked up. Don't start trying to shoot the messenger on some shit. But you know, even in relationships where there's been no cheating, there's been no lying and deceptive shit, you still have challenges. And sometimes things hurt. Two of you went to go buy a house. Somebody outbid you. That was the house y'all really wanted. Had a pool, had a gate around the pool, had a big family room, had a huge kitchen. Come on, work with me. And then the realtor called you, your whole offer was just thrown off the table. It's been purchased. It fuck you up because you have your heart set on it. And your living is so closely tied to romance if you're married to somebody or dating somebody. And then to hear or know that the place that you want is gone all of a sudden. I done been through that before. That's some fucked up shit. Because we figure if we put the offer on and we give it 100% from our end, they can't do nothing but give it to us. And then here comes some other asshole that's going to pay cash for it. Fuck. It could be anything. Maybe a job fell through. The two of you not necessarily had to make a change, but the change would have been good. Fell through. COVID. Some more shit. So you can't separate the dark from the light. The dark produces the light. Come on. You got to accept. There's going to be some heartache and loss sometimes. It takes all kinds of forms. Cheating, denial of things that you may have wanted as a couple. You may have miscarried a baby. Didn't happen. You know, something that you were really hoping for. All of this gets tangled up. You can't separate, just because you got somebody that don't cheat doesn't mean there's not going to be heartache and loss. Just saying. So you're feeling this, and it probably feels for a Taurus with our stayed, grounded asses like a hurricane in your belly But you got to surrender. Now I get it. You got to surrender to the process. And I know I was saying this late last year about processes. You got to surrender to the process. Because the universe can't bring you what it wants to give you, which is probably better than anything you thought about, if you are not looking at anything or if you're not feeling anything but this. That part. So do your best. And it just really is a thinking thing to understand that there's good and the bad and it goes together. If we got all good, we wouldn't recognize how good we had it unless we have some bad experiences to go along with that. That's where humility comes from. That's where gratefulness and thankfulness comes from. Just saying. So when you begin to reconcile those two, the hurricane may begin to settle for you. And that's what's up on the top end of your overall energy. On the bottom end, with the 9 of Cups on top of the truth, I just gave it to you. And once you recognize that truth, boom. Oh, well, this is my ideal happiness. Your challenge here really is nothing. It's nothing. It's for you to do nothing. To come out of this little cage and go sit on the curb and wait on your ride to get there. And when things are coming that you can't see, that you can't control, once again, boom, surrender. Ain't no sense in fighting it. You ain't gonna do nothing but just make yourself sick and worried. This is not bad energy. It looks all foreboding and shit like, oh my God. Your challenge for the next week or so is to let shit go without you having to sit in a corner whimpering like some wounded bull. Come on. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. You don't have to sit and be afraid of anything. Whatever's coming. As far as I can see, it's all good. But we get so caught up sometimes because we don't know. As much as I'm going to tell you I'm a 4th generation psychic, I can predict things pretty well. Pretty good at it. I see shit pretty clearly. But then there's always a couple little things. But, you know, you didn't know the part about my sister took my red purse and then she went out there. Yeah, see, unforeseen events. And sometimes as a psychic and a reader, there are things we can't see because we don't need to see them because we don't need to pass the information along. Hello? We got rules and regulations too. What the hell you thought? Might not be in writing, but when you're dealing in this energy with these spirits, they will promptly tell you, you can't go that far. You can't see that. If I can't see it, I can't tell you, right? And sometimes life needs for you. We got to get with this. And I'm the first one. I ain't surrendering this shit. This is my damn show. And then get promptly slapped down by the creator. And you ain't running nothing. Okay. Yes, I want to manifest things in my life that are to my benefit. But everything that I want is not always good for the whole situation. I don't know who I'm talking to right there, but there it is. Looking at tomorrow's energy with the 3 of Cups and the Harmony, there's an offer on the table. There may be, Taurus, several offers on the table. There may be 2 love offers and 3 job offers. There may be 1 love offer and 5 job offers. There may be 10 love offers and 2 job offers. However that's working for you. The thing here is that you need things in your life that either sustain or create harmony. You don't need dissonant chords, shit sounding all out of key in your life. You need people, places, and things that get you for you. Not trying to make you into something you are not. So I'm going to put that out there. You got options. You want the option that's not making your demons jump up and down and act a fool. However that's resonating, I'm just throwing it out there. Tuesday's energy. Knight of Wands on top of the Authority card. This is work related. Some of you may... The bigger energy here is to understand authority, leadership is changing hands. That's the part you need to know. So however that's resonating, your supervisor, the one that said, oh, be here forever, is get ready to go. And some of this may be out of their control. But this is, it feels like in recent weeks there's been more more of an air element to whatever's going on. This week, they come in with the fire. So, and this is all at a leadership level. So if you the peon in the mailroom, this is not for you, but it's for your boss. Okay? If you the girl checking folks in at the store, not for you, for your boss. There ain't nothing wrong with not being a boss. Let me put that out there because I am not. I don't want that shit. Anyway, it's the bosses. So expect changes rather rapidly with leadership. However that resonates with you. For some of you, even those of you that are school age, in high school, expect some changes. When you get to school, not going to be the same principal. People in charge are going to be different. Not what you know. And this is the total energy here is one of unexpected events. So I'm not surprised that it shows up in the big spot, in the challenge spot, because there are going to be things that are just out of your control. Roll with it, boo. Roll with it. Wednesday's energy, recognition and reward with the Knight of Swords on top. Which fits. This all kind of goes together. Those of you that have been looking for recognition and reward in your job and they feel like they just missed you or you invisible or some other shit, you are no longer invisible. What's the tied to this? Raises, promotions, perks, get the employee of the month space. But this is in your environment. This is because people around you are taking a broader view. They may have been looking at 3 or 4 people and wondering, well, why this and why that? That brings us back here to this leadership change. So understand that the recognition and reward that you're getting ready to get, if you haven't gotten it already, is because of this whole leadership thing going on for my linear purposes the day before. This can happen anytime between now and the end of the month because it's a big glob of energy. It's not just a little bubble here and a little bubble. It's a big fat glob of energy. So that's telling me there's several things that are going on both in the light and in the dark. Some shit you won't know, some shit you can't see, but it should not affect you unless you are said leader. And it doesn't feel like any of you are in that spot. So that's a good thing. Whatever's coming, be thankful and grateful for it. But it's all because, and maybe you started this. You know, maybe your chill effect or affect, as you say in mental health, made other people take a broader view. Why is she just so patient? All the stuff going on here, she's just so nice. She's not upset at all. Yeah. Helping people get that broader view is what's bringing you the recognition and reward. Thursday's energy, the 9 of Wands on top of the balance card. Whatever decisions you're getting ready to make or take, bring some balance. If you're out of balance, recognize that you're out of balance. This part right here, this is temperance in this deck. Recognize that you're out of balance and then take one big giant step backwards. We go back to this broader view energy. Take one big giant step backwards and then look at what you see before you make a choice. There's a hint here that if you are just going to operate off of actions, or if you're just operating off of beliefs, or if you're just operating out of an emotional state and you've got too much of that and you're out of balance, the choices that you make are not going to be good. Do not fall out of the frying pan into the fire. Best way I know how to put that. You know, don't make decisions on money. Who am I talking to? Do not make choices based on money. And that can go from one end to the other. Don't make a choice because you think you can't afford it. Don't make a choice to get with somebody because you're looking at their potential, even though you know little to nothing about the situation. If they don't have it in their hand, it shouldn't be a consideration. But overall, Do not make any decisions based solely on money, because that's not going to work out well for you. Rely on what you have. Rely on what you know. Rely on what you know to be the truth in the situation. But don't do this, I'm just going to get with her because she got a job and she make that money every 2 weeks. Yeah, don't do that, because that's going to blow up in your face sooner rather than later. Now, I'm not saying don't get with somebody that has money or don't take the job that's offering. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't use that as your sole purpose or your sole intent on getting with somebody, getting a job, buying a house. Don't do it just on money. Get your heart into this at some point. And again, get in balance. Those of you that are stuck on it, the number 11, if you will. Friday. Yeah, this is mental health. That's what I want to know. It's the Queen of Swords. So some of you need to take a break. You need to just step back and chill. However that's resonating for you. I'm sorry, I had to get something to drink. I was thirsty. At any rate, don't make decisions solely on money. Bring some balance into it. And like I said, if you feel like you're too close, get back up here with this Knight of Swords energy. And get with that broader view. Friday, again, mental health. Your mental health. And some of y'all may be depressed right now. I'm going to just throw it out there. There is nothing wrong. You know, your brain is not, and your mind is not a separate part of you. Off in the ether somewhere that you check in with every couple of days, or every couple of weeks. That shit is right with you, in case you didn't know. And I think because our minds are so closely connected to our actions, obviously, that we forget that it's a separate thing. And it can get sick too. You can wear your brain out. Y'all know this, right? You can do too much. You can try and learn too much too fast. Come on. And that has a direct effect and impact on your body. So if I'm going to say something here, use this cool energy to slow your ass down. Y'all live up north on the East Coast. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When it get cold, everything slow the hell down. Slow it down. Put some shit on ice for a minute. You ain't got to process everything. Sometimes Buddhists got this part right. I don't give a damn. You got to tell the monkey man to sit down and shut the hell up. You do. Sometimes you just got to shut up. Just shut. Monkey, go get a banana and have a seat. Sometimes you have to go there. So, and I'm stressing this because I'm seeing it a lot, even on the national stage. A lot of athletes are having, things go on in their personal lives. You got them doing other shit. It's a stressful time. Don't let anybody bullshit you and go, hey, it's not people are getting back outside and everything is okay. No, it is not. We've been locked up for a year. Just because they said open the damn doors right now didn't mean all the shit that's gone on in the last 12 or 18 months just went away. It didn't. If there are things you need to process towards, I get it. If you can't sit down and you ain't got 2 weeks of just blank time to sit and write and journal and process shit, and you got to do your shit on the run, the bigger shit is you need to acknowledge that there's an issue with you. And anybody trying to pop off and say, I ain't got the right, do what you need to do. That's what I'm going to tell you. But don't let anybody fuck with your peace. And don't let anybody fuck with you trying to deal with your mental health. It's just that simple. Don't do it. Because, again, it's your mind, your brain. And it's all attached to you. Nobody else. So do what you need to do. Take the time that you need to take. Doing it on the run, if it means 5 minutes every morning, you just have to do a mantra. I am great and wonderful. Even though I make fucked up decisions, I am still great and wonderful. Do what you need to do. Acknowledge there's something loose there, something wrong. And if you can backtrack and figure out how it got loose, work on that. Build yourself back up. We're in a really good energy right now where your friends should be kind of around you. Even if you're not physically close to them, you should feel their energy supporting you. And people that ain't supporting you, Taurus, I'm going to put this out here, that don't have your better interest at heart trying to overlay they bullshit on yours, tell them to hit the goddamn door. Period. No joke. Again, this is your mental health. And when you wind up, as my cousin said, sitting in the corner, dusty, rocking and sucking your thumb, because you went way off, ain't nobody going to care. I'm going to tell you exactly what they're going to say. Oh, Susie was such a good person. I don't know what happened to her. And that very person saying that dumb shit might be 50% of the problem. I'm just telling you. So I'm stressing this because I feel that energy. I've even had some moments the past couple weeks. Acknowledge, if you can't do nothing else, that there's an issue, and address it as you can, as you move. As you move forward, deal with it. You ain't got to bullshit nobody about I'm depressed. If you're feeling depressed, say that. And I'm not my best self right in this moment. Can we talk about this later? Can we revisit this topic at another time? Just saying. Whew. Yes, sir. Saturday's energy with the surrender and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, we done wore surrender out. It's the Eight of Pentacles, and then this has a little bit to do with relationships. Surrender, yes, but don't surrender all or anything to anybody. EJ, how you gonna surrender? And then pick and choose, we're gonna surrender. Put it another way. Don't surrender to a process or a person or a thing that is not trying to help you create, maintain, or sustain, what's the word? Harmony. Hello. So the caution there is to be mindful of who you're surrendering to. Again, I told you the Monday's energies got offers coming from left, right, and center. You want to deal with those things that are in harmony with what you do. You do not want to surrender to some shit that you're going to have to work hard for, to get somebody's validation or love or affection. You ain't trying to do all that. So don't surrender in the wrong situation. That part. Karmic completion. Five of Wands on top. This is Sunday's energy. I can't bullshit this. This is family. I see family here. People fighting this shit, arguing over dumb shit. Again, it's got a real strong smell of COVID. People been cooped up too long. Got too much going on. And that is sitting underneath the harmony, the balance. Family may be mad at the choice you're making. If I'm just looking at this. Your family, your blood, sister, brother, cousin, aunt and them, mama and them, dad and them, that group, mad at you for a decision that you're making about your personal life, who you want to be with, job you want to have, place you want to live. They want to get all up in your ass because it's not convenient. I'm going to say it again. It's not convenient for them. So this is where that's going to kick off at. Could be Sunday, could be tomorrow. Might be today. Could be Friday. Pick a day. At any rate, it's family. That is sitting on top of the karmic completion. Whenever all of this gets out, it's going to complete a cycle. And again, I see family. And I see family holding hands and then somebody dropping their hands so they don't want to hold hands no more. So this might be the ending of one cycle in your family and the beginning of another. So the new cycle that comes in, and again, same note for Taurus. Watch who you surrendering to. Watch who you dealing with. That's including family, because family will take you there quicker than somebody on the street. I'm just going to keep it real. Monday's energy. The Chariot, triumphant success, moving on, moving up, moving forward in whatever you find yourself in, whatever situation you find yourself in. Find that new energy and keep moving. Don't lose your momentum. Especially if you've got family or people around you bickering, trying to keep you all up in the middle of some damn drama. Don't let them let you lose your momentum. You keep moving forward. This is a major card. And it is the only major card on the board. There's some heavyweights on the board. The minor arcana, you know, people want to downplay the minor cards. Like, the major arcana, 22 cards. Yeah, well, if you got 10 of cups and 9 of cups and 3 of cups, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, or the Page of Swords, I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands. This is heavy duty shit going on, people. This ain't, so just because this is the only major card on the board, don't let that fool you. All of those minor cards are tying right into this. Keep moving. Keep moving. That guarantees that Ace of Swords. Come on. Triumphant success. There's passion here, so this may be love related. Keep moving forward. Next Tuesday, firm foundation with the 9 of Swords. This deck talks about obsessive, but this is the up all night card. This is the up all night card. And so some of you, now that you got all these new toys and new people and new shit in your life, now you're sitting up at night going, how I put all this shit together? And I guarantee some of you are going to have a hodgepodge. It's like, this don't go with this, and this person don't. The detail part of this, don't obsess over the details. Because I'm going to guess if you followed your heart in any of your decision making, choices that you make about your job, choices that you make about your family and the people that you will be dealing with, choices that you make about a lover, choices that you make about other things in your life, it's not going to be the Garanimal set. These are not going to have tags. The purple go with the purple, the blue go with the blue, the yellow go. This ain't that kind of party. So don't sit up all night trying to wonder, but they don't like him. I don't know if they like him. I don't know if they're going to like her. Don't worry about that. If you made the decision out of your heart, I promise you, you got the makings for it. So now all you got to do is that is sitting up underneath that surrender card. Ain't no joke. No mistake. But don't sit up all night going, oh. Don't do it. Make your damn decisions and move forward. There's that chariot. Make the decisions you need to make and then move forward. Don't go back trying to hash and second guess yourself with some other bullshit. Definitely listen to your heart. Do not let the pentacles. Let's just take a look and see how many pentacle cards we have on the board. 1, the 8 of Pentacles. So don't get heavy-handed on the emotion either. Have some balance. But you're going to do better if you're making decisions based more off of how your heart feels and less on how you think your pocketbook is going to feel. That part. All right, give me some cards for Taurus, please. Oh, it's time to go. I want to try again. Spell it out if you need to, Taurus. Sometimes you, as my sister said, sometimes you gotta get your Ernie sock puppets and get right down with it. So spell it out. Whatever it is that you need, what you want. Somebody coming back at you, I need shit. Yeah, okay, you know what? Just spell it out. Break it down. Don't be ashamed or don't be timid about doing it. Spell it out. This is what I want. This is what I need. Somebody wants to try again. It's orange. I can't fight these colors. It's not a bad thing. You may want to give somebody some consideration. Yes, I know. I've been saying go with the new and leave the old. I know, though, there are some situations. All situations are not the same where you may need to go back to that person. Not because you feel like you have to, but because you feel like that's really what you need to do. Ain't no shame in that. Make sure, though, you're not stuck on shit from the past. Keep that energy new. Love y'all. Have a good week. Bye-bye.